guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. I am so sorry it has taken me so long to record a video for YouTube, but as you already know, I got married last weekend. Yeah, so that's happened, and now this weekend it is my husband's birthday, so we had a party yesterday. Yeah, so that it's been just really busy and I just had to make time. So I'm so sorry, the lighting looks very bad. As you can see my shade and everything, but I just needed to record this video because I won't get time anymore. I do have a full-time job, as you already know, Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays sometimes I'm so busy that I cannot make time, and it is the beginning of the month, so I do want to record a budget video with you. And to everyone who's using the Budget for Freedom journals, it is nice to budget with someone, so you keep me accountable, and also I do feel bad if I don't post any videos. Okay, so now let's start with the budget for the month of July. June was hectic, guys, with the weddings and a lot of things were going on. Let me just grab my phone just so I can see when the calendar. I actually got married on payday, so that was funny. It was the 25th of June, so it was a Saturday. So I'm going to put the 24th, which was payday, here. So I'm going to start it on the 24th, 25th, 26th. Now remember, this calendar here is not for you to check what date is it. It is for you to track your daily expenses. So if you put electricity, if you eat out, whatever it is, that's what it is for. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm literally setting up the whole budget with you guys today. 18, because I also haven't had time to do it. I've been so busy, and like, if you don't already know, my job, the job that I do, is so demanding and so hectic, so I haven't had time to like properly do everything. Okay, so I paid rent on the Friday, yeah, the payday. Yeah, these stickers are going to launch, I just don't know when, but I'm still working on that. So I paid rent on the Friday. I'm doing my cash stuffings today. No, I've done my cash stuffing already, which was on Thursday. Put electricity yesterday morning, which was a Saturday, the 2nd, and we went grocery shopping yesterday, which was a Saturday. Okay, so I don't have more stickers, so I'm just trying to play around with stickers. I'll figure it out. But my rent is 6,125, as we already know. So I'm going to flip over to the page where I write down all my bills and my expenses for the month. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write down my bills and expenses that don't change, and then I'm going to write down, so I'm going to write down the bills and expenses that don't change first, and then I'll write down the bills that do change. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Now with the income, the wedding is done, everything is done, so obviously things have now changed. Okay, so there's income number 1, income number 2, and then income number 3. Now I don't have to explain what is income 1, 2, 3, because it won't be the same for your family or for your budget. So it is what it is. What you see, it's what it is. Please don't like question and say, oh, why is it too much like this? Why isn't your husband putting in more? Why aren't you putting in that? This is what's going to be for a while, and that's what we have agreed on, and the rest goes into other things like investments and stuff. So in total is 20,000. Okay, so this is for my family, and these are the bills. So we've got so from on the 25th, so on payday, we've got rent that comes out, okay, and then the car straight afterwards, and the car insurance straight afterwards. And then around the 29th, 28th, depending on the month, we've got Shopify, which is the website I use for you to buy the journals, the budget binders, etc. And then on the last day of the month, we have Wi-Fi. And then on the first of the month, we have Vodacom. We have my car tracker. We have savings. And then a new addition. It wasn't on my budget. It was on my husband's budget, but now we've kind of putting everything together. On the first, we also have medical aid. Okay, and then on the 13th, we've got Disney Plus. So I didn't pay for Netflix last month. Look at me, I'm writing Disney Netflix. I mean to write Disney Plus because I'm talking about Netflix. And then we've got F&B on the same date. And then now these are the bills that change. So I'm going to write them in red. So you've got food. Food changes monthly. It will never be exactly the same, but you can budget around what you spent on last month, or you can make a goal to spend less. Electricity, and we've got petrol. Okay, so these are the bills that do change. Now I'm going to write down the amounts, and then we're going to calculate how much is it in total. So let me grab my black pen, if it's still here, because I lose pens like crazy. Okay, so rent is 6125, car is 2222, insurance is 1050. And then we've got Shopify, which is 760 this month. And then we've got Wi-Fi, which is 200 Rand. Vodacom, which is 400 Rand. Car tracker is 190. Savings 1050. Medical aid is 2900, so 2900. Disney Plus is 120. F&B is 219. Food is 2000. Electricity is 800 that we've been using since I'm hoping when it comes to summer we spend less than that, but for now it's around 800 that we use. Sometimes it goes up to 850, but I do usually update you as the month goes on TikTok. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, I will leave the link below. I usually post more frequently, and obviously since the wedding I haven't been posting much, but I will be coming back. Petrol 1,800 again. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes stays the same, sometimes a little bit less, but I will keep you updated. Now obviously depending on how much experience do you have in budgeting, you will know what is your priority 1 and priority 2. So priority 1 is the most important thing. So for example, rent is my P1 for sure. Medical aid is my P1, and Disney Plus is my P2. So that's what I mean. You figure it out as you go. Okay. Now let's add the total and see if we can afford these expenses with the income that we are earning. So, where do I put this? Okay, let me put it here. So we've got 6125 plus 2222 plus 1050 plus 760 plus 200 plus 400, 190, 1050, 2900, 120, 219, 200, 800, and 1800. Okay, so the total is 19836. So if we minus that from 20,000, we are left with 164 rands. Okay, so that means we are living below our income, which is good. So if that amount here was more than this amount here, then you obviously have a problem and you need to tweak. That's how you figure out your budget. You need to find what works for you, and then you make changes as you go. You can never have just a perfect budget, or you can never just figure it out from the first time. You make a budget, you make changes, make tweaks, figure out what you don't need, what you do need, and then you take it from there. As you can see, I no longer have the gym. I used to have the gym. It's because I couldn't afford it at the time, but obviously now the wedding is done and everything, it's things that I'm gonna start adding on to. Okay, so now you're going to break it down into card payments, your debt, your cash expenses, and then savings. Any unbudgeted extras obviously come in by the end of the month as you go, because things happen. And yeah, so total is 20,000 total income. So the bills that come out from your card, so for me it is obviously my rent, which is 6125 is how much I budget, and I've actually paid my rent, which is 6125. And then my car payment is part of my debt because I'm trying to pay it off. So my car, the amount I paid this month is, I'm gonna have to just check quickly, but I think it is around what I budgeted. Let's have a look here. 25th. Okay, so it's 2258. So I ended up paying 2258 for the car. And then car insurance, that is part of my card payments. So insurance is 1050 and I paid 1043. And then you've got Shopify. I budget 760. I haven't paid for it actually. I was supposed to pay for it on the 29th, but yeah, but it's coming off tomorrow, so I will update my budget as I go. And then we've got Wi-Fi, which is 200, and I paid 200 already. And then we've got Vodacom. Nope, Vodacom is part of my debt, so that is my phone, my work phone. I pay for it and then I claim from work the amount. So I budgeted obviously 400 rand, and that's how much I pay. We've got the car tracker, which is 190 that I budget, and yeah, I paid 189, so it's the same thing. And then we've got medical aid. So medical aid, which is 2900, and yeah, we actually paid 2899. And then we've got Disney Plus. So I'm just gonna say Disney, so I don't write the full thing. But yeah, it was 120. It was my first time getting Disney. If you are a 90s kid, Disney, you know, Disney is the ish for you. You already know that. Disney is our favorite as 90s kids. F&B 219. I haven't paid for F&B yet. Okay, so Obviously Disney Plus, the reason why I've paid for it, even though it's going to come out on 13th again, it's because I was just signing up for it, so it was new, so it's not like, you know. Okay, so now we've got food, petrol and electricity. So electricity always comes out from my card, just because it's easier to buy it through F&B. So electricity, we budget 800, and I will keep you updated at the end of the month how much we actually spent on electricity. It is quite cold in Durban, so I've got a feeling we're gonna go a little bit higher than that. So we've got our cash payment, which is petrol, and we also have food. Don't know why I always forget food. So for petrol we budget 1,800, and for food we budget 2,000. Okay, and then for savings I budgeted 1,050, of course. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna call it savings, and I'm gonna go 1,050, and I'll tell you how much I actually saved at the end of the month. But also another thing, I've got quite a few vouchers here. So if you have a look, okay, so this is some of our honeymoon fund, the 10k challenge. So anyone who's still doing the 10k challenge with me, comment down below, let me know how much you've saved. So this is just 2,000 that I want to put into the 10k challenge. I need to do a full video of how am I going with my savings. I've used up all my 10 rands. I'm not proud to say that, but I needed it for the wedding, and all my 20 rands. But the 10k challenge money, I didn't touch it. I just used up the others. KB's birthday just happened, so I used up that sinking fund. Skylar's birthday happened in May, so I used up that sinking fund. So I still have my mom's envelope, Christmas envelope, and 10k challenge. And then for food stamps, I got the books at Checkers. You can use these food stamps at ShopRite or at Checkers. I personally just like Checkers, but I also like Pick and Pay meat. That is why I also started another my gosh, I feel like I'm bombing you guys with so much information, sorry. So if you have a look here, this binder is available, by the way, on the link on my bio. I do have limited stock, so if you want one, grab one now. I think I have 8 left of the pink ones, and the lilac, I think I also have like 6 left on the lilac, and then black, I've got quite a few black left. So if you have a look here on my vouchers, I'm a voucher person, I like vouchers, if you haven't already seen that. So this is my Pick and Pay voucher. It has some money in it. I think it has 300 rand in here. So this is what I'm going to use around Christmas when I'm buying meat. These are the food stamps that are from the saving challenges, 2022 saving challenges. I'll link the video somewhere up here. I had 500 rand in cash from the year, and I just went and bought the stamps. So this is 500 rand worth of stamps, and I'm going to stick it on the thing, on the book here. So each stamp is 10 rand. So if you have 50 rand right now, go to Checkers, buy 5 stamps, and then start putting them away. Because when you fill up one book, you've already got 2,000 rand worth of stamps. And when Christmas comes, or even January is harder than December. You know, you don't have to stress about food. You just use your food stamps to go and buy food from Checkers, or anything actually that you want from Checkers. So on my food stamps so far, food stamps, I have saved 500 rand so far, but I will update at the end of the month if I buy more food stamps. And then I've got a lot other vouchers that I got for our wedding. I've got this Woolworths one that is 150, and then I've got another Woolworths one which is 500 rand. As you can see, I love vouchers. Like on my registry, I just wrote vouchers. I don't like a lot of gifts, even though a lot of people got us gifts. But yeah, the vouchers do come in handy. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Okay, I'll just put this in later. Then we've got a Mr. Price home voucher, which is 800 rand. Then we've got another Mr. Price for fashion, which is 300 rand. Then I've got a Truett voucher for 500 rand. So I'm sorted for Christmas. When it comes to shopping, Skylar will shop for her Mr. Price or whatever. Woolworths, and then for me, Truett's. KB shops at Refinery, so that's a little bit different. So for him, he's probably going to use most of our Christmas money if he wants to buy anything, clothing wise. So those are vouchers. So for vouchers, I'm going to update it at the end of the month. I'll calculate it all together. Okay, so that's basically my budget for the month of July so far. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will update my calendar, of course. To put this away, I will update my calendar, of course, as I go. Here I did put 250 on petrol. On electricity, and yes, I did put petrol as well, but I will be updating my calendar and I'll write my affirmations and things like that. I just don't want the video to be too long, and I'm so sorry if the lighting was weird and things were all over the place. But yeah, it is the mid of 2022, so we got 6 months to go. If you haven't joined the saving challenges, it's not late. Please join the saving challenges. I will put them on sale. So they usually go for, I think, 50 rands. You just buy the PDF version, and I'll put them on sale for just 40 bucks. Buy that and then get your envelopes and just start the saving challenges for Christmas, for your Black Friday, for whatever it is. But if you want the actual binders, these are also available on my shop, and they come with 4 of these. If you want extras, they're going to be listed on the shop as well. If you want me to write them for you, please, it's absolutely fine. Write where it says envelope names, put it over there, but please be aware that if you want them to write it for you, it will take me like 5 business days, and then I will ship it out to you. So yeah, it's all up to you. I'm happy to, do my best to give you the products that you are looking for. But if we do sell out on the binders, I'm only going to do a restock maybe at around October. Yeah, getting ready for the Christmas fun time. I hope you really enjoyed the videos. Please, if you haven't started budgeting, budget. It does change your life and start your saving journey and paying off any debt that you have. But yeah, I'm here to keep you accountable, and please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Bye.